That changed everything. That's so fire. Yo, what is going on? This is that guy Face with Face the Music Media. We are back again with another episode of How I Synth. In this video, we got Anna 2.5. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah. Oh mama. Oh yeah. Face the music.
So, Anna 2.5 is a 6-voice synthesizer, which is packed with so many different options to create and mold like the exact sound that you envision in your head. And so I'm super excited about this video. But before we get into that, if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and go ahead and hit the video with a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Also, leave a comment below. The engagement does help with the algorithm, so we would appreciate if you would do that for us. Also, go to realloops.com, that's REELLOOPS, to get the sweet Fusion preset pack. We got volume 1 and 2. You can get both of them together. Go and get that right now. The preset pack is crazy, so you definitely want to check that out, realloops.com. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the singles playlist. It'll be down in the description below. Music by That Guy Face. We got Thinking About, Go Time, and we got Love for Two. And so you definitely want to check that out in the description below. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video, man. So, if you've seen any of my other videos before, you already know what I like to do initially. I like to take 2 oscillators and detune it so we can get that phase sound, that detune sound. So let's go ahead and take a listen to the oscillator and see what that detune sounds like. We have oscillator 1 here. Let's go to oscillator 2 and see we have voice is set at 0, so it's not anything going on. Let's go to 1 voice. Okay, turn that down. Now let's go ahead and detune. I'm gonna take that back to 1. Let's go ahead and detune oscillator 1 and see what it sounds like. I love that. That sounds nice and buzzy. Let's take a listen to the pulse width and see what that sounds like. I'm going to come back over here to oscillator 2, turn that down. Let's take a listen here. I'm going to take that up to 2 voices. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the pulse width. So now, I love that. Let's see what that sync sounds like. One of the things that I love about the synth is you can literally take the sync there and we can sync oscillator 1 and then still do the pulse width modulation. So let's take a listen to that. I love that. That's beautiful. So you already know if you sync that up to your LFOs and stuff, you can go crazy with that. But anyway, let's take that back down. Let's find some different waves that we can use here. So we have so many different options here. Let's go to analog here. And let's see what the OB6 is looking like. So let's hear what that sounds like. Let's listen to the pulse width on that. Beautiful. Okay, so I have a chord progression that I played in the background. Let's just go ahead and take a listen to the chord progression and build the sound. Now see what we can come up with. You see how when I increased the drift, it started to sound a little out of tune on some of those notes. I love that, but I'm going to keep that down a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is sync the post width to the LFO. All you have to do is right click on it, choose whichever source you'd like. I'm going to go LFO 1. Here is the LFO section here. You have LFO 1, 2, 3. As we can see here, we have oscillator 1 post width. And so this is the amount of LFO. So first what we need to do is sync it. I want it to be kind of slow. So let's do 2 bars. Let's go to depth. Let's raise that up a little bit. And let's see what that sounds like. Lovely. So I think what I'm going to do is raise the depth some more. Let's take a listen. Oh, let's change the shape too. Let's go to triangle. All right, let's take a listen. I love it. I love it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Let's slow down the rate and do 4. Let's take a listen. Now we talking. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, so now I'm ready to go to the filter section here. Let's go ahead and, matter of fact, let's see what the sync sounds like with that post width modulation. Let's take a listen to that really quick. So I know what I'm going to do. I am going to route this to LFO 1 as well, but with this one, I'm going to turn the amount down really low because I only want it to fluctuate a little bit. So let's take a listen to that. Yes. So it just adds a little more texture. Once that post width goes to the top and the LFO is all the way at the top here, it adds a little bit of sync and it just puts a little bit more texture to the sound. So now let's go ahead and take a listen to the filter here. So with the filter, you have all your different types of filters, analog, valve filters, and then other types of filters here. For this sound, since we chose the OB, I'm just going to go straight to the OB and see what that sounds like. Let's go ahead and take a listen to the filter. Ooh, I'm loving that already. That sounded so just buttery and like velvety. I love it. So I want to beef that up a little bit more. Let's go ahead and boost the gain a little bit. Let's do like 4 dB and let's boost the drive a little bit. Let's take a listen. Beautiful. That's fire. I love that. So now what I'm going to do, we got that filter locked in. I think what I want to do is come over here, do a new LFO. Let's go to LFO 2. As you can see here, filter master frequency, that will be here. Let's do ramp down, which will be saw down. Let's sync it to the tempo. Let's take the rate up to 1/8. And let's just take a listen. That's going to sound crazy with the reverb and delay. Oh my goodness. Fire. Okay, so let's mess with the filter envelope and see what we can get out of that. Let's keep it simple. I am going to go here and bring the release down, bring the sustain up a little bit. Let's bring the decay up a little bit. Let's take a listen. Beautiful. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm ready to go to the next section here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that poly up. I didn't realize it was only on 8 voices. Let's go 32. Why not? So down here in this section here, we can go through. We have our effects here. Add some effects. Let's take a listen to the chorus and see what that sounds like. In order to hear it, you have to just activate it by clicking this slot here. Let's take a listen. Beautiful. It's a nice subtle, what I have it set to right now. That's good enough for me. I love that. It sounds amazing. Let's go over to insert 2. Let's do distortion Bitcrusher. See what we can get out of that. I love that. That sounds crazy. Now let's go ahead and add a delay. Let's go with ping pong delay. Let's go with 16. Sync it. Okay. Let's turn the feedback down a little bit. Turn the width down a little bit. Adjust the filters. Activate. Let's take a listen. Okay, let's take that feedback down. Way down. Okay, now let's take a listen. Okay, let's go to 8 on the timing. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let me go ahead and turn that down. I'm gonna go with cutoff 1. So let's go LFO 3. Let's see if that works. Yeah. So all that time, I didn't have the depth up, so that's why we couldn't hear anything. User error. Anyway. Ooh, that changed everything. That's so fire. All right, last effect I'm gonna add is a reverb. One of the dope things about this reverb is they have the convolution reverb there. So I'm gonna select the impulse, go to factory, virus test. Let's adjust these filters just a little bit. Let's take a listen. That sounds crazy. I love this synthesizer. Anyway, man, that's the end of this video. You let me know what you think about and a 2.5 down in the comments below. I mean, this thing sounds aggressive. And you know, I haven't even touched on half of the things you can do. I would definitely say grab the demo, check it out, fool around with some of the controls and see what you can come up with, man. This thing sounds crazy. I love it. I can't even lie. And once you learn the controls, it's so easy to use, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I would say definitely check this thing out. It's on sale right now too for like $49. So That's kind of crazy. But anyway, man, I would definitely take advantage of that. I love the synthesizer. It sounds rich, it sounds full, it's fun, it has a lot of options. Definitely grab it. But anyway, this is That Guy Face with Face the Music Media. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and go ahead and drop a comment below. The engagement does help with the algorithm, so we would appreciate if you do that for us. Also, go to realloops.com, get the Sweet Fusion preset pack volume 1 and volume 2, crazy presets for Cherry audio synthesizers, and so you definitely want to check that out. realloops.com. Also, go down to the description and click on the Music by That Guy Face playlist. Check out some of the singles. But anyway, man, this is That Guy Face, Face the Music Media. We out of here. Peace.